So that was a lot of it was during the pandemic and just having people laugh more.
Mm.
And, it was a kind of a ripe time for us to come into the fold because people really needed to laugh and they needed to make more connections with their team. So that was our first introduction when we started. I wasn't even thinking about bringing in improv really as a product just yet because I was like, okay, people are really in a dire need to laugh and connect with their teams. And
Mm.
I was working with some comedians that were also out of work at that time who should have been in theaters, but they literally were not allowed to work. So I was able to bring in the best comedians in the country onto these Zoom calls with the Fortune 500, make them laugh and connect with their team. And that was the first time where I go, whoa, I know laughter is great, but we're connecting people on a level that I did not realize that laughter could do. And sure, I could see it, but then I would see it in the post event surveys that we would do where people were writing back like, man, thank you so much for this. Like, I really needed this. And it was just like a different tone than that was a fun team building. Thanks for the laughs. It was like, we needed this. And it was this kind of first environment exposure that I had from the outside looking in of going, okay, these corporate audiences are really ripe for, stepping outside of themselves. And because work is so transactional now, right? We thank goodness for technology and AI and all these different things, but like now it's just like how many emails can we do? How many calls can we have? How many Slacks did we get done? And it's because and now the work life is merging into the day life and after work. So it's like, when does work end? So the
Mm.
opportunity for a company to say, hey, we're going to take a pause and we are either going to like help you laugh through entertainment, or now, the other side of our business, help you laugh through laughing and development and have you, get something out of it. That was really this awesome moment for us where he said, hey, there's a lot of good opportunity and more importantly, a lot of ROI that people can have. And I think a lot of people say, let's do a team building activity. And
Mm.
they go after a murder mystery event or a boat cruise. And don't get me wrong, those are super fun, but the ROI is a bit harder to measure. So, that's where we're able to say, hey, there's a lot of great studies out there that show that improv has a crazy benefit on your sales team, on your critical thinking skills, on your problem solving skills, on your collaboration skills. And so we let those things do the talking for us. And, that's where we started. And where I want to go is not just having companies having to pay for this stuff, and have companies having to sponsor it, because if there's a team of 20, there's always like 2 or 3 people that are so stoked about this, but they can't get the rest of their team to buy into it. So we're working actively. We're in about 30 different cities, but we're working actively to try to get it so that the individual can go and find these services and go train in laughing and development if they want to professionally grow. And I'm hoping that companies will offer stipends for people like that as they do now for professional growth, or even insurance companies help
Yeah.
uh, people want to laugh more and help with their mental health. So that's where I'm going. Is
Mm.
like, how do we make this more accessible to people through making the offer available for everyone?